Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations, Miles Edgeworth. Last time, Lang thinks that, Meekins is the killer of the body we found in the garage, and, yeah, we showed the flaws in his logic, but he's a corrupt cop who does not care, so, yeah, we gotta to do something about that. No, chased out like a pair of peasants. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Kay. There's something even thieves should never steal. Do you know what that is? You really shouldn't steal anything. However, I'll bite. What shouldn't a thief steal? A life. It's too heavy of a burden on your soul to get away with. Ever. Yeah, I always think back to like this one line in Friday, like the neighborhood crackhead was just like he was given like somebody's like knife or gun to hold during like the big fight scene, and then like when the main bad guy got knocked out, like he came back and just like put the like weapon back on the dude, like, I believe this is yours. I steal. I don't kill. And then he just walked away. It was like, hey, you know, fair enough, fair enough. That's something we can agree on. Well said, Kay. No matter what we may try, murder is the one crime that can never truly be hidden. And I intend to prove that by my own hands. When I apprehend the murderer myself. Alright, and I'm going to work extra hard to be a good assistant. Let's go! I still never said she could be my assistant. I'm just going to drop the issue. The first thing we should do is locate the real scene of the murder. Mr. Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe. Mr. Edgeworth. Stadium. Hurry, sir. This is supposed to be hush-hush. I found a witness at the stadium. A witness? You, what did we tell you about leaving your assigned post? Ah, the jig is up. Mr. Edgeworth, remember that I'm always rooting for you. Let's go get him, sir. Those detectives sure look like they're enjoying themselves. It's not all fun and games, Kay. Now then, let's head to the stadium and meet this witness. I thought there was a witness here. Yeah, I don't see anyone. Mr. Edgeworth. Oh. Oh, yeah, it is her. Oh. Okay. The hat. Why is it always whenever somebody puts on a hat, they just look brand new? Like, who are you? Oh, wait, you're this person I've known for years, and you are just wearing a hat now. Oh, long time no see. You are Miss Ema Skye, correct? This girl is the younger sister of my former superior, Ema Skye. 2 years ago, we stood in the same courtroom together as witness and prosecutor. But I thought she had gone to Europe to study forensics. I can't believe you remember me, Mr. Edgeworth. Of course I do. How have you been? You look to be in good spirits. Are you still studying abroad? You bet. More than anything, I want to investigate crime scenes scientifically. I've been studying non-stop every day to become a top-notch forensics student. Or scientist, rather. But it's spring break now, so I thought I'd come back for a bit. I see. Okay. Well, let's talk. Almost didn't recognize you. You've really grown in these past few years. Please don't tease me, Mr. Edgeworth. I know I still have a long way to go. But I'm going to be a super forensic scientist someday. You'll see. You seem to know Mr. Edgeworth really well. Are you two acquaintances? Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Ema Skye. Nice to meet you. I'm studying abroad now to be a forensic scientist. How about you? Wow, that's a great dream. My name's Kay Faraday, and I'm trained to become an unstoppable great thief. A great thief. Don't think too hard on it, Emma. It's not worth the trouble. In any case, we have much to catch up on. You bet we do. Alright. So why are you here, Emma? Well, I just happened to decide to come back home for spring break. And then I heard that you'd come back too, so I raced on over here. I really wanted to welcome you back at the airport, but I had just missed you. And how exactly did you know I was here? Through the power of science, naturally. Never underestimate what science can do for you. I used these to track your footprints and I followed them straight to you. That's a little stalkerish, not gonna lie. This set is the greatest. It's so wonderfully scientific. You spray this chemical on the ground, and when you shine the special light on it, zing! Footprints light up like an electrified noble gas in a glass tube. It's almost like magic, scientifically speaking. Forensic science has never seemed more ominous to me than at this very moment. Well, technically we can use that stuff to look for blood prints. Ooh. Emma, I'd like to ask you about what you witnessed. Huh? What are you talking about? Are you not the witness Detective Gumshoe told us about? Well, I did get a call from Detective Gumshoe earlier. He was practically yelling at me. Mr. Edgeworth needs your scientific doohickeys right now, pal, he said. What was that man thinking? Or rather not thinking? So let me guess, there's been a murder, right? Yes, unfortunately. There's a sudden glint in her eyes. But I need to keep my mind focused on the witness. Now, where did that person go? In here? So this is another Badgermobile? Yeah, but it's a different color than the Blue Badger's car. Guess this is the retina searing pink model. What's that off in the distance? The witness. Oh hey, it's the pink badger. Badger, get! Badger, 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 just what does she see in these silly things? Tough love. I think this badger has something to say to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Are you by chance the witness I've been searching for? Sorry, but I don't speak badger dance. Oh, okay, I was like, is something about to happen, or... Oh, god damn it. God damn it. Of all the people... okay, I guess this is the chapter where everybody's coming back. Shit, is a lot of heart about to show up next? I can't take being inside that stuffy head anymore. You're... No, why her? Why here? Why now? I first met this woman 3 years ago. She was a witness in one of my cases. She has since gone out of her way to pop up unexpectedly and cause me great grief. Edgy Poe, why couldn't you understand what I was trying to tell you? I mean, really? I was trying so hard to keep the kids' dreams alive by staying in character. You couldn't pick up on what I was trying to convey to you. I'm sick and tired of that roundabout way of talking, so I'm just going to be direct. I had a bad feeling before, but this just made it official. Today has gone beyond the typical not my day into the realm of waking nightmare. So you're a friend of Mr. Edgeworth too, Miss Pink Badger? You could say that, but right now I'm just a Pink Badger, dearie. She may look the part, but I know better than to trust my eyes around this woman. My name is Wendy Oldbag. But you can call me Wendy, or Granny, or whatever suits your fancy. Nice to meet you, Miss Oldbag. I'm Kay Faraday. What do I care about a young whippersnapper like you? Yeesh, I was just trying to be polite. Oh, bitch. Weren't you a security guard at one of the Gatewater hotels the last time we met? I go where I'm needed. I'm very good at what I do, unlike the youth of today. I get called in all the time to fill in when there aren't enough hands. But enough about me, Edgy Poo. I'm thoroughly dejected right now. I finally get the chance to see you again, and here you are talking with two young girls. Men are all the same. It doesn't matter how they get older, younger. This just happened in my day. You can notice me when you got an arranged marriage with a 16-year-old. I'm sorry, what? Okay. Seem to attract all sorts of interesting people, Mr. Edgeworth. Kay, please, I'm begging you, by all means, do not provoke her any further. Alright, well, you're the witness, so, aren't you forgetting about something, Mr. Edgeworth? This person could be the witness. Honestly, I hope she isn't, but I don't think fate is going to be so kind today. I saw what happened. I even saw the exact moment it happened. How's that? So it's true. She is the witness. I don't suppose I can afford to ignore the old bag. Yeah, it was just a little while ago. I saw it happen right in front of me. The moment of the murder. You mean to say that you witnessed someone being killed right before your eyes? Sounds like a pretty important piece of testimony to me. Oh, this is a questioning round? Oh. Okay then. I'm ready, coach. What old bag witness? I came to the stadium to take a short break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw two men facing each other in that area. Suddenly, there was a loud gunshot. The person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying experience, let me tell you. Looks like we hit the jackpot, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, I can't afford to ignore what she has to say. Unfortunately. What's that unfortunately you tacked on at the end supposed to mean, Eddie Poe? Well, anyway, let's see what we can find out from this little old lady. I mean, it's not gonna be that. Yeah. You're claiming to have seen the exact moment in which the murder took place. Absolutely. That gun made a terrible racket when it was fired. You didn't try to go help the person that got shot? I'm only one person, you smart alecky brat. What could I have done? But I took off as soon as I could to find someone who could help. You saw two men. Can you describe them for me? They look like your average Joes, completely uninteresting and not worth fawning over. I'm telling you, they were so boring that I don't even remember much beyond that. But did they have any special features? Anything you can recall would be very helpful. Oh my, don't tell me you're jealous of those two men. Hey, she's right. You do seem pretty worked up over them, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not worked up over anyone, and I'm not jealous. It's alright, Edgy Pooh. Those two were just foals compared to a stallion like you. Oh god. I thought so little of them that I lost interest the instant I laid eyes on them. Two men, one bullet. It's all consistent with what we found out from the body. Sadly, there wasn't exactly a lot of new information to go on in your testimony. Well, if I saw the guy again, I'm sure I could identify him for you. I mean, how do you expect me to remember anything without something to jog up my memory? Self-centered, aren't we? Wait, am I still recording? Just want to make sure... I am. Well, it was somewhat useful. While it was somewhat useful, her testimony also presents us with a new problem. Mr. Edgeworth! Yes? So about this new problem. What is that giant grin on your face for? You want me to show you something really nice? No, thank you. Don't be so mean. I swear it's something you're going to like. What is that gadget you're holding? What you see before you is the secret weapon of a great thief. I should have known it would be worthless. Aw, don't be like that. Ahem. What do you think now? What's it doing? It's projecting something into the air. I'm going to input the necessary information to run the simulation now. Once I'm done, I'll increase the size of the projection to its maximum size. Dark skies of evening, when no other bird dares take wing, one alone remains all-seeing. I missed the thing she said, like, witness the power of blah blah blah. What is this? This is a recreation of the murder based on the info I inputted into Little Thief. Little Thief? I dare say I think you're taking the Robin Hood thing a bit too far. Little Thief is actually meant to be a simulator for me to plan my thefts. Maybe don't admit all this in front of, you know, the law. Like, just saying. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. Alright, just had to, like, hopefully I remember to cut that out. Cherry Faygo. Oh my god, it's good. Underrated Faygo flavor. People tend to really only go for, like, the regular cola or the Faygo Red, but yeah, some of the other flavors they have are also, like, excellent. Top tier. Oh my god, their grape and their cream soda. Ooh, yes. But alright. But I suppose if I used it like this. Let's see, Miss Oldbag said that the two men were facing each other, and then a gunshot rang out and the victim fell to the ground. Ah, so with this we can inspect the crime scene as it was in the past. See? So what do you think? I have to say, I'm impressed by the technology thieves have access to these days. Well, it is the super secret weapon of the mighty Yatagarasu. Indeed. And Emma is there just, like, taking notes, just preparing to, like, co-opt this technology. Oh, but if there isn't enough information or if something is out of place, the recreation could come out a little strange. In other words, I can use this to authenticate the validity of a witness's testimony. You got it! Really catch on quick, Mr. Edgeworth. Right now, the simulation is a recreation of that witness's testimony. So for now, I should re-examine everything. If I find anything illogical or strange, I can then ask for clarification. Feel free to examine anything in this simulation in the way you always do. You can even present evidence when you find a contradiction. If you find something, I've got Little Thief with me, so you just let me know, okay? Oh. Alright. Well, that questioning segment was quick. According to the testimony, the victim fell to the ground here. That's right, but if that's the case, then we've already found our first contradiction. Yeah, because if he was facing him, he would not fall, like, probably wouldn't fall face forward. Especially with the way the bullet traveled. This is the real scene of the crime. There's something missing that should be here. Shows the missing item. See, I don't quite know what they're looking for here. Or like what shows up in the simulation, because there's no blood, but there's also no chain. Let's try the pendant. Nope, music's still going on. Listen to the simulation. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to find my bearings and I'll present the contradiction again. Need to review the evidence again. It should go without saying that the truth lies in what is missing from this scene. Let's try this because blood is missing. Right? This is the contradiction. Is something wrong with my recreation? This is the real scene of the crime. Something specific should be here. If you think back, how did we deduce that the other crime scene was not the real one? Okay, so blood would show up here. Well, I guess that does make sense considering the like the temp view that they have going on. Like the temperature of this body is very clearly, 0 because death. But yeah. Oh, I get what's missing now. There's no blood on the ground here either, right? Right. The fact that there is no blood here casts doubt on the witness's testimony. Edgy Poe, how can you doubt me like that? Are you calling me a liar? I know what I saw, and I saw the victim get shot down. I don't think she's lying, Mr. Edgeworth. To be honest, I can't think of a reason why she would be like this to me. In that case, maybe there is another explanation for the distinct lack of blood. Well, okay. So now what showed up here. Victim was kidnapper. Why is there no blood around the victim's prone body? Alright, let's examine you then. Silhouette of the killer with his gun at the ready. Okay, is it not possible to recreate the face of the killer? Well, I can't exactly input what we don't know in the little thief. She has a point. Okay, fairly convinced that the victim was killed here, but then why is there no blood? Must be some explanation for this contradiction. Perhaps I should go over all the information I've gathered one more time. I'm trying to brainstorm some things, but I'm drawing a blank. What is that? Some sort of new attraction? Oh. It's amazing. Just feel the power of science. Okay, then. Looks like they broke the stage down. Huh. I guess this means they're done for the day. Or maybe it's because a different show is scheduled to start its run tomorrow. I mean, in terms of carrying the body back, this is the only thing that makes sense. But I don't know what they want from me. What if I present this to her? Nope. Okay. What am I missing? Wait. Was he in a costume? Music stopped. Okay. Is it not possible that the victim was wearing a costume? So you really think that Mr. Deacon was one of the kidnappers? I think we can reasonably assume there's a very good chance that he was. And that if he was shot while he was inside one of those stolen costumes, Mr. Deacon's blood would be inside the costume instead of on the ground. Precisely. Now, if only we could prove that the victim was wearing a costume. You'd think it'd be pretty easy if we could find some footprints. But the problem is finding them. Sure, there doesn't seem to be any around. Footprints, huh? Wonder how we can go about finding some of those. Okay, well, we got that line of logic. Can't do anything with that, though. Was the victim really wearing a costume? We can find out if we did some footprint analysis forensics. Oh, okay, well then. Footprint analysis. Emma, about that method you were talking about for finding footprints. Ah, finally, my expert knowledge in forensics is needed. Yes, well, can you detect and trace even partial footprints? Leave it to me. My cutting-edge detection kit can find anything. Very well, if you could please analyze the footprints in this area. Okay, stand back. And witness the power of science at work. Hey, I found something. Look right there. I don't see anything. Oh, that's right. Here, put these special glasses on, Mr. Edgeworth. These footprints here were definitely left by a badger costume. Oh, these footprints here were definitely left by a badger costume. Especially by the way the prints are layered, those seem to be the newest. Then we can conclude that the victim was definitely wearing a costume at the time. Also skipped the last sentence there, I'm sorry. Okay, in that case I'll update Little Thief's simulation parameters. I can't wait to see what we find out from this new info. Investigation complete. Okay. So the victim was wearing a costume when he died. And with that, we should be one step closer to the truth, right? You see, I see the recreation has changed in accordance with the new information. Maybe closer, but now something else has caught my attention. What do you want? Your testimony, naturally. I'd like to hear it one more time, if you please. An old bag witnessed. Came to the stadium to take a short break, and I was resting. I happened to glance over, and I saw two men facing each other in that area. So there was a loud gunshot, and the person who was shot fell to the ground. It's a very terrifying experience, let me tell you. It didn't change. So, does this mean that Miss Oldback's testimony has a contradiction in it? Yes. I believe our best course of action is to compare it with your recreation. See? I just knew Little Thief would be of help. Now let's see if we can pull more info from Miss Oldback to put into the recreation. For that, we must first find the contradiction in her testimony. Right, because you would have noticed if somebody was wearing a frickin', like, costume. You saw two men. Can you describe them for me? They look like your average Joes. Completely uninteresting, not worth fawning over. Telling you, they're so boring, don't even remember much beyond that. Do they have any special features? Anything you can recall would be very helpful. Oh my, don't tell me you're jealous of those two men. Oh god, yeah, we... Well then... Just flat out present then. Two men. How do you know the gender of the two people involved? Seeing as how the victim was wearing a costume at the time. Or that. Ah! Furthermore, I have another matter I'd like to inquire about. I'd very much like to know why you failed to mention the costume in your testimony. Beginning to doubt if you really witnessed the murder at all. But I'm telling you, I really did see it. I saw it with my very own eyes. From a seat in the second tier. The second tier? Hey, didn't you say you saw it right in front of you earlier? That was, you know, I was using the phrase in the metaphorical sense. I see our witness still has a screw loose in the metaphorical sense. The cushy seats in the second tier are reserved for hotspot VIPs. Which is exactly why I go there now and again to take a nap. I can't see how you've gotten a good look from there. It's so high up. Were you able to see even the victim's costume from way up there? Well, I know I saw two people, but I couldn't really see what they looked like because they were in the stage's shadow. My eyesight isn't what it used to be, you know. Not like when I was young. People used to call me by Wendy 100 Paces. It was another flash about the movie, but okay. Let's return to our investigation, shall we, Kay? You got it! More begin investigation. Where do those footprints go? So what if the victim is in a costume? Silhouettes can change depending on the information I input. The little thief can recreate more than just people. So investigate away. We may even find more info with which to make a more accurate sim. Alright, sounds like a plan. Wait, in the shadow of the stage, but the stage is packed up. If that woman's testimony is to be believed, the murder occurred before the stage was broken down. Do you want me to input that bit of info for Little Thief? Yes, if you please. Okay. I was going back through, looking everywhere, like, is there new things to examine? There's clearly a contradiction here. Please stop stealing my lines. Oh, come on, it wasn't that hard to see it coming, even for a layman like me. I suppose, in any case, it's not possible for the killer to have stood here in that way, because there was a very real stage set up in this spot at the time. Yeesh, I told you I got it. Do you feel the need to explain everything? Yes, for the player. I mean, for his inner monologue. Yes, well, in any case, we still need to resolve this unusual situation. Isn't it obvious? The killer was on top of the stage, naturally. Right, Miss Oldbag? Yes, I remember now. The killer was standing on top of the stage. See? Now let me update the info in this simulation. Well then, no. That's wrong, because that contradicts the bullet's entry point. Okay, yeah, I definitely can't, like, break this down by investigation then. Because it's like, you investigate one thing, and uh-oh. Well, what have we here? Bunch of fooligans running amok, I see. His theme is actually pretty good, though. I will give him that. Agent Lang, how nice of you to join us. Well, I can't have you going around messing up my crime scenes. Agent Lang, we discovered that the real scene of the murder is here, the stadium. I see. Thanks. For what? I'm just trying to show you my appreciation for all the time you saved me. Who knew that such a strange little toy could recreate a crime scene like that? Little Thief is not a toy. You too. Sir. And there you have it. You see, big boys like me don't need to sell toys, little girl. Now this is a recreation. So what? Do you still intend to assert that Officer Meekins is the killer? Of course. Even knowing that the crime took place, he don't let him off the hook. Uh-oh. Alright, Agent Lang's logic. This is the real scene of the crime. Officer Meekins lay in wait for the victim on top of the stage. When the victim finally showed, he shot him from on high. That's the truth your little recreation showed. How far will you go to accuse Officer Meekins of the crime? He's most likely the suspect we got, especially given the situation with his gun. Well, even if he is the killer, at least my recreation was on the mark. You see? Thank you for understanding, my little crow girl. Not some common crow. I'm the Yatagarasu, the Raven of Legend. Fortunately, your conclusion is yet to be tested, so let's see how well it holds up. Yeah, because I saw this, like, from a mile away. Like, no, we'll just... No. Like, I don't even need to press on that. That's just... Well, no, no. Let's make him sweat a little. So you agree with how our recreation turned out? Like I said, I'm grateful that you were able to save me some time. Alright, but we still don't know why he chose to wait on top of the stage. Who cares? Maybe he wanted to become the Blue Badger. Who's to say he didn't see the stage and decided to put on a badger show badger stage show of his own. Maybe there's a completely different reason. What does it matter? It still doesn't change the fact that Officer Meekins stood up on that stage and shot the victim on the ground below. Okay. So he's sticking to that. Just want to make sure. Entry point, lower right abdomen. Come at me, bitch. I'm terribly sorry, Agent Lang. I should have warned you that our recreation is incomplete. You cut in quite unexpectedly, after all. What's that supposed to mean? You said that the victim was shot by the killer from up above, correct? I hate to break it to you, but that's not possible. Huh? Why not? Recall Mr. Deacon's body, specifically where the gunshot wounds were located. Actually, I didn't get that good of a look. Oh, well then. The bullet entered Mr. Deacon in his abdominal region and exited his right shoulder. This is more consistent with an angled shot from beneath the victim. Yeah. Then, yes, our recreation had the victim being shot at an angle from above. Clear contradiction. You're discounting your own conclusions? No, this one point is the only flaw. This was the mistaken parameter in our recreation. No, I didn't. Okay. I didn't even get to read the choices there, but I was going to say it was like the positioning of the dudes, but yeah, the stage location too. That's right, the location of the stage was wrong. You mean the stage was in a totally different spot than where it is now? Yes, the stage was situated where the victim was standing in our simulation. Ha! You out of your mind, Mr. Prosecutor. I never heard of a stage show where the stage actually blocks the audience's view. Clearly, you've never been to WrestleMania. Oh, okay, well, alright. I'm not gonna press wildly the killer and victim's locations, because I came to that conclusion before that even showed up. Yes, locations of the killer and the victim were wrong. I get it. I see what you were trying to say. I believe the killer and the victim were standing opposite to what we initially thought. It was the victim who was on top of the stage as he was being shot by the killer. If this is what happened, it also explained the positioning of the gunshot wounds. But then, what about the footprints? Since footprints don't lie, we can assume then that the killer also wore a costume. Okay, I'll try using that data instead. Judging by the fact that both the killer and the victim were wearing costumes, I'd say it was a killing between the two kidnappers. That'd be the most natural conclusion. Wouldn't you agree, Agent Lang? Well done, Mr. Prosecutor. But that alone doesn't clear Officer Meekins of the crime. Oh boy, here we go. Another bit of proof. I ask that you take another good look at the tire marks over there. The 3 marks are indicative of the blue badge mobile. That story Officer Meekins told about that shop on wheels getting stolen was just a lie. He drove the blue badge mobile here and committed the murder. Then he used the car to move the body to the garage in the Wild Wild West area. You believe he moved the body with the car? That's right. It was Officer Meekins himself who pointed us to the way he did it. The 3 tired tread marks are very telling. However, is the blue Batmobile the only thing capable of creating such a pattern? Is it? Is it actually going to be the costume head I don't know. Let's press from the beginning then. The tire marks. Yes, the tire marks. The ones there behind the stage. They were hidden up until now by the various pieces of stage equipment. As for when they were made, they must have been made after the rain had begun to fall, correct? Yes, and probably around the same time as when the killer's footprints were made. The tires on that blue Badger-mobile probably got pretty muddy because of that. Say it's the blue Badger-mobile because, well, that's pretty obvious too. The tire mark, or 3 tire marks. Wait, I'm still recording, right? Okay. 3 tire marks. I have to agree that the blue Badger-mobile has 3 tires. Of course, the only thing in this park that can make those marks is that roving shop. Are you forgetting that there are, in fact, 3 of them? You can't simply ignore the pink and the proto-Badger-mobiles, Agent Lang. Of course, I didn't say it couldn't be either of the other 2. But I see no reason to drag them into this just to complicate things. Three marks are indicative of the blue. Of course you have some sort of proof that it was all a lie, correct? Of course not. Well, that was blunt. But suppose it is a lie. It would explain a lot of things. Like his movements and his whereabouts. So, you still claim that the tire marks belong to the blue Badger-mobile. It must have arrived on the scene after the ground had become wet with rain. Officer Meekins committed the murder. Besides the blue Badger-mobile, there are other ways the body could have been moved. Recall what the Wild Wild West area looked like. Only the blue Badger-mobile and Mr. Deacon's body were in the garage. I'd say that's proof. Suppose if one were to look at that place, that would be the only logical conclusion. However, my experience tells me that the truth is usually not so easily found. Is there some sort of problem with Agent Lang's statement with regard to that scene? Looks like the only thing that car was selling was death, not dreams. Only if what Agent Lang believes turns out to be true. 3 tire tread marks are very telling, however. Is the blue Badger-mobile the only thing capable of creating such a pattern? They keep bringing that up. No! Yeah, because it was parked away from where the tire treads were. Duh! No, it's not. Because there were none. No. Glad that worked. Because you don't see the treads on any other thing. Sorry, Agent Lang, but that's an impossible lie. Or tale. And why is that? Those tire marks could not have been left by Officer Meekins' blue Badger-mobile. One look at the car would have told you so. Oh yeah, no mud on the tire either. Oh, so that's how we can prove it then, just the tire itself. Take a good look at the tires. There's not a single dollop of mud to be found on it. Nuh. This car had come to the backstage area and left those tire tracks. And the lack of mud on these tires stands out as very peculiar indeed. Then how do you explain the tire tracks, genius? Hey, I've got it. What about Miss Oldbag's pink Badger-mobile? Don't be ridiculous. I was sleeping the entire time in the second tier seats. Indeed. I believe we can rule her out as someone related to the crime. However, there was yet one more roving store, as I recall. Oh, you mean the proto-badger? That's right. There was one more parking space inside that garage. It proves the existence of a proto-badger-mobile. Agent Lang, I suspect you find this proto-badger-mobile post-haste. There must still be some sort of incriminating evidence in it. Nah. H? Hey, did you hear something? H. Oh. Hell. Why is the phone ringing again? Help me. Are you alright? Well, this is something. Looks like we found our kidnapping victim. Okay, well, these are some bad kidnappers. Holy shit. Where were you all this time? Well, with kidnappers. He was in the room next to the one I was held in. Ran away using underground and got lost. The kidnappers. What is it? I can't understand what you're trying to say. The kidnappers escaped wearing costumes. Did you see the faces of your kidnappers? No, I didn't see their faces, but one was a woman. A woman? Quite an important piece of testimony. Oh god, he's gonna arrest Wendy. Hey, what are you guys doing? Stop standing there and get your cops on this already. I'll even let you guys have what the kid said just now. Consider it a gift. I did like their like synchronized glasses whip off thing. That was pretty sweet. Now, are you going to get out of my crime scene, or am I going to have to get rough? I couldn't. Again? You're nothing but a big bully. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's go. Oh, no, not you. You're a very important witness for my case. Not about to let you get away that easily. Don't count on me to testify, because I won't. Not for you. That's right, I won't either. You hear me, you young whippersnapper? Hey, calm down. There's no need for all this hostility. I just want to take a statement from each of you. I'm not going to rough either of you up. I give you my word. Come now, fair maidens. What do you say? Will you cooperate? That's why he's not going to arrest Wendy. Okay. Fair maidens. Oh, Lord. My, you little rascal. You sure know the way to a woman's heart. Long Ji says, the passage of time is but a fleet moment, and a lady is young forever. Trying to outdo my edgy poo with your fancy schmancy sayings. Let's get this over with, so we're clear. I'm only interested in giving you my statement. Sure, just as soon as Mr. Prosecutor leaves us be. Mr. Edgeworth! So weird. So Lance just showed up then. That got interesting. But the fact that he's like, oh, man and a woman, and they were costumed. The only man and woman in costumes that we know right now are Meekins and Wendy. I don't... This is a weird case. We'll continue it next time. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. See you next time for some more Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth. Goodbye. Like, genuinely, I can't even give thoughts on this. That was weird.